Hello everybody, welcome back. I am back in the UK again.
Yeah.
And here's John.
Hi.
And we're here on a Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Because tomorrow's our eclipse night here in England.
Yeah.
So we're getting down with this little 289 and we're going to get it fired up and show you how it runs, because this is going to be like the reference video for when it goes up for sale. And just show everybody how really nice and sweet this little engine is.
It's smooth.
Yeah, so.
It's smooth with a V in it. Smooth.
It's really mild. It's just a good running little motor, and just going to be no drama.
You won't hear the rod knock that well, so that's good.
It's so quiet you can't hear the rod knock. I bet some people would love that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Dead cold. What is the temperature? We are about 78 here in the garage. Hasn't been run since like yesterday. We got first I guess I should tell you all about it. How about we start there?
Sure.
So we have a 68 289 block, or one of the last 289s put out by Ford. So we know in 68 was the transition year between the 289 and the 302. Well, it's got a set of 66 289 heads on it, which is small combustion chamber, all freshly machined. The bottom end is fresh. It's 60 over, hyperprotective pistons, Molly rings. It's been balanced. You can tell balanced well. I think this short block came from the States because of how the machining was done on it. It's been line bore honed. It has one of those old Boss 302 windage trays on it. New oil pump, new screens for the pickup. Camshaft is a Summit Racing SUM 3600, I believe. We got the commensurate timing chain, which is a little bit shorter to deal with the line bore hone, so the chain is still new and tight. New alternator, new pulleys, new water pump, aluminum water pump, new coil bracket, new distributor with a Protronix igniter conversion, and I recurved it for some better ignition advance. Just a Chinese 4-barrel intake. I think it's a Professional Products one. They're all kind of the same at that price point, but it's still a nice little piece. We got ourselves a Holley 600 double pumper with a fresh rebuild on it. It runs really nice. I mean, even PCV valve, grommets. We even got like the Ford hose for the PCV system. And this is going to be sold from air cleaner to pan. All the pulleys and everything here back to where my flywheel and bell housing match up, sans the dyno or the run stand headers. So literally you drop this in your car, bolt onto your exhaust, bolt it up to your transmission, hook up like 1 or 2 wires on the alternator wiring, fuel line, and away you go. So this is kind of like a way better deal than a crate motor would be, because a crate motor is just usually the long block, and then you gotta dress it up, you gotta get your ancillaries, you gotta get, if it even comes with a carb or an air cleaner. And I even got the decals. Whoever ends up buying it can take their pick whether they want to say if it's a 289 hypo or a 302 hypo, because this does have a 302 rotating assembly in it. Don't know the year, but it's been balanced with the motor, and you'd never ever know it was a 302 instead of a 289. From outside, 289 all day long. So it's, in my opinion, it's not a detractor at all. It's just what's available at the time when it got rebuilt. So that's still 28 ounce balance, and you got yourself an extra bonus couple cubic inches.
I was going to say, if nothing else, you get a little bit bigger size.
Yeah. So new plugs, new wires. I mean, there's nothing used on it. I mean, we got brand new bolts from AMK for the I think it's a Scott Drake dress up kit with the valve covers and air cleaner. So even new bolts like for the alternator brackets, and new bolts for the water pump and timing cover. And it's just all around really, really nice motor. Even got the proper temperature sender. You just plug your stuff right in. So new fuel pump. It's got 5W30 oil in it. Pennzoil Ultra Platinum. I don't fall into the crazy breaking oil schemes. I just get a good oil right from the start. And without further ado, I think we're going to get this thing fired up.
Contact.
All right. Let me give it one good pump. It's got a manual choke, so I'll give it a little bit of choke, maybe about a third. Like 53 psi of oil pressure, but it's only like 900 RPM. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I wanted to come out there. Show them if it had any blow by. It started up like this just so you can see the carburetor and everything like that. Feel the VCV valve pulsating. Getting a kiss of heat in it now. Give it a little bit more choke. It's only like 700 RPM.
Yeah. Flywheel on this engine is an aluminum flywheel, and because it's kind of light, there's no clutch attached to it, it's going to rev really fast. So I'm just wanting to wait till it gets up to fully warm, up to operating temperature before I start doing any revs on it or anything. This isn't accurate. This is always reads too rich. Still rich.
I mean, not really smelling.
Nah, it smells good.
Way better than the last motor was.
Of course, the cats don't hurt that.
Well, they help a lot,
Yeah,
but
that's what I
it's
mean.
still not even comparable to some of the other motors I built. This is really tame engine. I would say, what, maybe 275 horse would be spare for this at the flywheel. I mean, the harmonic balancer is brand new. There'll be a full detailed list. I'm sure you can email the owner when it comes time if you're interested, and they'll email to you, tell you every last detail about it. Even the dipstick is new. It's above 180. I'm waiting for the thermostat to open. There, I think I feel it. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to drop. Woo. Yeah, it's starting to come down. I need to get a bigger radiator for this thing.
Well, you're not doing it a quarter mile at a time.
It's still adequate, but when the fan runs, it's just really loud in here.
Yeah.
I like to be able to hear the engine itself, but I mean, you can stand right here and
Yeah, there's
like no noise.
no noise.
You hear the air sucking into the air cleaner. That's it. All right, we're still about 170. I'll give it a couple revs,
Okay.
and then I'll turn the fan on. I think it's so slow.
Yeah, it is. It's like the Ford factory Mustang tack.
And that wasn't even barely touching the secondaries.
Yeah.
All right. Are we still doing like 750 RPMs? Give it a little more up. There's 800. But there's absolutely no leaks. Bottom. Yeah, probably have about almost 3 gallons of fuel going through this motor just in break-in time and in time itself, and there's still not a single leak anywhere. Shut it off.
And that's it.
See if it starts right back up again.
Voila. No trick photography there.
Yep. So need more braking time. Just like, got to drive it a few hundred miles. Not a few thousand, but it's a good little motor.
Yeah, be a good, reliable 302. Or 289, whatever you want to call it.
This is what I get up to. Hopefully I'll try to get it decommissioned, get it drained. The owner's coming on Saturday to pick it up, make some room for something else, and we'll keep on doing more projects. And we'll catch you guys in another video. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.